I see kids bursting with energy to play hockey.
VTS is a methodology, and it stands for Visual Thinking Strategies.
So really what it is, it's a way that we introduce a picture by a famous artist. We put it up and ask the kids to just look at it for just a couple minutes, and then we say, what is going on in this picture?
You pose that question, and then they say, what do I see that makes me say that? Or say, what do you see that makes you say that? So students are having to validate what they see and backing it with evidence. After that, you ask, what more can you find? And they are learning in a very deep way to analyze this art and to be able to share their thinking with others.
Group discussion, that sort of social learning environment is so key for peers to be able to make observations, bounce off different ideas about what they see, provide evidence in a very collaborative way.
It gives kids an opportunity who would normally not be looking at art other than like cut and paste construction paper kinds of things that they do. It gives them a chance to look at real art and not only look at it, but to talk about it in a way that is very rich and has lots of vocabulary.
If you leave the picture in the classroom, the kids carry on that conversation and that excitement.
They're learning how to provide evidence for their ideas, and they're doing it in a very safe way as far as the image. It's an easy access for students because there are no wrong answers. It's open-ended, and they get to what I call muck around in practicing those deeper questionings.
But what happens over time is that teachers begin to use the questions. So what's going on here in this procedure or in this experiment? Well, what do you see that makes you say that? What do you read that makes you say that?
For me, VTS is now entirely intertwined throughout the day. That type of questioning is used in math, in science, and in particular, much more deeply in writing. I am learning to notice what a writer does well.
We're taking the visual thinking strategies method and we're applying it to writing because we know that having rich discussions about works of art develops language. We're starting out in the primary grades to set the tone, to build the student writers and setting the tone early in order to meet the rigorous standards that Common Core has set for writing, starting in, kindergarten.
I think teaching writing at all levels, but especially at kindergarten, is very painful for some kids. It's just so hard. And I think this, being able to look at the VTS images is going to help us pull some of that writing from the kids.
They have a hook, whether it's the art or sharing in front of all their friends or that conversation.
They just feel so empowered when they know that they've got some sound reasoning and they can write about that reasoning and provide evidence for that. And so many other facets of their academic life are just raised because of the confidence they feel.